we've tried to reach out to Ethan to talk privately. Basically, it just seems like we're at a bit of an impasse.
All right, guys, we need to talk about this because it's honestly insane how bad this situation has gotten. So, as many of you probably already know, there's been a lot of drama surrounding Ethan Klein and CPS, Child Protective Services, being called on him. And not just once, this has been happening repeatedly for over a month now. We're talking about people making false reports to CPS to the point where Ethan's kids are being dragged into it. And honestly, that's not just internet drama anymore. That's real-life consequences. Now, I never thought it would be controversial to say that calling CPS on someone without reason is seriously messed up. Like, how is that even a hot take? People who file false CPS reports should straight up face legal consequences. That's not even an opinion, that's just common sense. And I'm saying this as someone who has no real connection to Ethan Klein. I've never talked to him. I don't have anything to gain from defending him, but I can recognize when something is just plain wrong. For those who might not know, Ethan Klein from H3H3 Productions has been dealing with a ton of harassment lately, including CPS, Child Protective Services, being called on him. Now, I don't care if you're a fan of Ethan, hate him, or don't even know who he is. Making false CPS reports is beyond messed up. This isn't just some petty YouTube beef. This is real-life stuff that could have serious consequences for Ethan, his wife Hyla, and their kids. And honestly, I didn't think this would be a controversial take in 2025, but apparently for some people, it is. Like, how is it even up for debate that calling CPS on someone as a form of harassment is wrong? It's not epic, it's not funny, it's dangerous, and yet here we are. Now let's rewind a bit. Idubbbz and Anisa have a history with Ethan. They've been on his podcast H3H3 multiple times over the years. In fact, when Idubbbz and Anisa were getting a lot of hate online, whether it was about Anisa's OnlyFans, Idubbbz's content shift, or whatever else, Ethan had their backs. He gave them a platform to speak their side of the story, defended them publicly, and even stood up for them when they were getting dragged through the mud. Fast forward to now, and Ethan's the one dealing with serious harassment, including CPS showing up at his house. So you'd think his so-called friends would at least say something in his defense, right? Wrong. Instead, on their podcast, Maximum Damage, Idubbbz and Anisa gave this lukewarm, "we don't want to get involved" kind of response.
We've tried to reach out to Ethan to talk privately. Basically, it just seems like we're at a bit of an impasse. So we want to stay out of the drama as much as possible. We don't want to pile on and add to anything. So this is our, lukewarm addressing of it.
Okay, first of all, what? How hard is it to say calling CPS on someone is wrong? That's it. That's all they had to do. Instead, they gave this vague, non-committal response that basically amounts to, "we don't want to get involved." Like, come on. This isn't just drama. It's harassment. It's real-life consequences. And the fact that they can't see that, or worse, they're choosing to ignore it, is just disappointing. Here's the thing that really gets me. Ethan has defended them in the past. When Idubbbz and Anisa were getting heat online, Ethan gave them a platform to speak their side of the story. He had their backs when they needed it. But now, when the tables are turned, it's radio silence. Or at best, a half-hearted, "we're open to talk privately" kind of response.
Whether or not people who are in it right now realize it on any side, the more people who weigh in, the more people who add to the conversation, the more people who amplify it, the worse that it gets. We were in it. And at the time when we were in it and we wanted...
She's referring to us kind of going through a hard time on the internet, being harassed, videos made about us, people weighing in.
People still make videos about us. And at the time, before we got help, before we went to therapy, yes, there was this attitude of why the fuck aren't people saying things? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck is no one saying how wrong this is? Mm-hmm. Of course we had anger about that. But we had to, now that we've gone to therapy and we've worked through all these things, one, the videos have not stopped, mm-hmm. right? The comments about us have not stopped.
First of all, this isn't about you. This is about Ethan and his family being dragged through the mud in a way that goes beyond typical internet drama. Second, people making fun of you for being a thought or whatever is not the same as someone calling CPS on you. Not even close. You can turn off your phone, stop reading comments, and take a break from the internet. But when CPS is involved, that doesn't just go away because you decided to log off. At the end of the day, this isn't just about Idubbbz and Anisa, it's about the bigger issue of harassment in the YouTube community. Calling CPS on someone isn't just a prank or a joke, it's a serious violation that could have real-life consequences. And the fact that some people are still treating this like it's just drama is insane. Exactly. This isn't just some petty beef that'll blow over in a few weeks. This is harassment. And if you're someone who's in a position to speak up about it, especially if you've benefited from that person's support in the past, do better. It's not that hard to be a decent human being. Now let's talk about the fallout from all of this. The YouTube community is no stranger to drama, but this situation feels different. It's not just about clout chasing or petty arguments, it's about real-life consequences. And the fact that some creators are choosing to stay silent or downplay the severity of the situation is concerning. So what's the takeaway here? Calling CPS on someone as a form of harassment is never okay. It's not epic, it's not funny, and it's not just drama. It's dangerous. And if you're someone who's in a position to speak up about it, especially if you've benefited from that person's support in the past, do better. It's not that hard to be a decent human being. As for Idubbbz and Anisa, I don't know what to tell you. If this is how you treat your friends, maybe it's time to reevaluate some. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the situation. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and if you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. All right.